everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I thought I would go over my October plan video with you guys, show you what I've selected, what books I've selected, and what pages I've selected to color in the month of October 2024. A lot of these are going to be spooky books. There are some neutral, regular coloring books included, as well as I have some project stuff going on for myself or a buddy color. So it's not all spooky books, but the majority are, and they're not all gory books. Some of them are the cute books like, you know, Camilla Angelkova and whatnot. So it's not a total Halloween spooky video. But since I do enjoy spooky season, and I do usually do planned videos for the upcoming month, I tend to gravitate more towards Halloween themed colorings. But I'll show you guys what I have. This is my coaster. There's just something a little different I do for myself in October in my coloring journal. What I do is I like to keep track of how many Halloween themed things I color. Now, I've always done this. Meg's Coloring Corner, she has a How Many Pumpkins hashtag, which is, I think it runs through October, November. You need to check out her you need to check out her YouTube channel. She does a lot of fun things, but her hashtag is How Many Pumpkins. I'll put her just information in the description box. Check out her YouTube. She goes through a whole video about the How Many Pumpkins hashtag, shows you pumpkins she's colored and whatnot. A lot of other YouTube colorists are also doing showing you guys how many pumpkins they've colored and whatnot. So Meg does do a lot of fun things. This, however, is just I've always kept track of how many Halloween things I've colored. So there's no hashtag for hashtag check out Meg's video. This is just something I do. I just like to keep track of Halloween, how many. And like I ticked off some just to show you guys, which means when I do color them, I'm not going to log. I'm not going to log them. But just to show you guys, Halloween, how many. I like to keep track of how many pumpkins, scarecrows, witches, vampires, bats, zombies, ghosts, werewolves, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, mummies, and other ghouls and creatures. So I'll just tick it off like this, the box, when I color them. So I need to make sure I color 2 pumpkins, a bat, and 2 mummies. And then for myself, I watch a spooky movie a night in the month of October. Sometimes I watch things during the day. The day I'll log it separately, but usually every October I watch the same movies over and over because I don't usually watch scary movies any other time during the year. With the exception of the Hotel Transylvania 1 and 2 and Lost Boys, I pretty much watch everything else just around October. So I'll just put the day of the month I watch it. Like if I watch Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, on the 2nd of October, I'll just put 2nd in there just so I can see what I watched when I watched it, because this is what I enjoy, because that's what I enjoy in October. And that's pretty much it. That's the only thing different in my journal that I do in October. And yes, it's a different journal than previously discussed because I spilled coffee on my other journal, and since it was a simple journal with just like a paper cover, the whole journal got ruined. But that's okay. It's September when I'm filming this, and there's only a couple months left of the year, and I'll see if I want to keep that one I just showed you through next year or come up with something different, which is a good possibility considering how much I like to redo my journals. All right, let's dive in. Show you guys what I have. I have 50 Ghostly Cute Miniatures by Camilla Angelkova. This is a newer purchase of mine. It will probably be in my completed page video. I do show some of my new purchases in that video, and this was one of them, and I flagged a couple pages that I might want to do. I don't know how many I'll actually get to. I would like to at least get to 1, but it is kind of an easy coloring, so sometimes if I'm tired at night and I don't want something like, you know, too detailed or anything, I'll just pick up her book. So I selected a couple pages for myself that I might want to color. And whether or not I get to them, I don't know. This one always cracked me up because it's just like, I don't know, Stork is carrying a pumpkin baby, which is funny. So, yeah. So those are the pages that I selected in 50 Ghostly Cute Miniatures by Camilla Angelkova. A new purchase that actually just came. The next 2 ones I'm going to show you were not in my completed page video. because they just came and I had already filmed my completed page video. I'm not going to splice them in because I have to do this video still. So Spooky Portraits by Alexandra Franzese. This is her newest one, and I purchased a travel size. I believe there's a full size as well, and I just thought it was really cute. So I decided to grab it, and I'm going to hopefully get some pages colored in it in October, or at least one page, because it's cute. It's just her typical style, but it's a new book by her. It's Spooky Portraits, and again, they have a travel size, oh, excuse me, and a normal size. So if I raise you guys just a little, oh, I don't know if that's too high now. The next book that I ended up purchasing off Amazon is Creepy Kawaii. This is a grayscale coloring book by Kevin Tejo Art. And the reason I purchased the book is I have a buddy color with Meg from Meg's Coloring Corner next month, and we're going to do Beetlejuice. And I did purchase some of these off of his Etsy shop. When he released them, he was releasing them like 2 or 3 at a time. And I would just purchase them as he released them on PDF. And then he put a compilation together of it all. And even though I do prefer my printed paper opposed to the Amazon paper, I decided that I just wanted to purchase the book because I'm having a really hard time with my PDFs, and as far as organizing them go and utilizing them, I've just been, I don't know, I find the books to be a little bit neater, but I do have a lot of PDFs. So a whole nother project I need to get to is all my PDF crap. But for now, I just wanted to purchase the book because I could see myself coloring these images throughout the year. I know Meg and I colored Ursula, I believe, a couple months ago when it came out, when he released it. I know I colored Chucky. But anyway, I'll just redo everything. So yeah, so this is the Creepy Kawaii. Now you can purchase this entire book. Oh, this is just a bonus page. And how cute is this? It's the Minions. I didn't even look at this book yet, guys, to be honest with you. This is a different kind of style of Ursula. I actually didn't look at this book, so I didn't see these, and I don't know if these bonus ones are PDFs. They're a little creepy here. Casper. But I pretty much purchased it. These are the images. This is Voldemort and like little kawaii version Ursula. Paper's really thin, guys. It's not the best Amazon one. And they are a little copied looking, the images, I'll be honest. If you do want these images, I do suggest, if it is your thing to do PDFs, I would look on his Etsy shop and get the PDFs. I think they're just better. Again, if you're going to use alcohol marker, then I'm sure this is fine. I'm not sure if the paper's going to eat up the marker or not. You know, some paper does that. And it's not really the cheapest. He does not price his books very affordably for Amazon. This was just a purchase I probably shouldn't have made, but I wanted to. I wanted it. Yeah, so I would check out his Etsy shop so you can get a better quality. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, this is Creepy Kawaii by Kevin Tejo. 50 Mythical Miniatures. This is my focus book for Camelia Andrikova. This is the book that I want to complete. I have some pages that I want to color in October, and I just started something and I messed up because I was doing it in the dark. I don't know why I think I could see in the dark anymore. I can't. So I'm going to have to purchase another one of these books. I know a lot of you are like, what? But I want to finish this book. And I'm not finishing that page, and it's taking every ounce of energy in me to not rip it out of the book because I don't like to do that. But I want to buy another one of these books and photocopy the Goblin page and then on my own paper and put it in here so that at least I have a completed book by her. And then I can give my friend the extra book for Christmas or something like that. But I need to buy another book so that I can get that page, because I'm very upset. And there's actually a couple other pages in here that I wasn't happy with. I started a while back before I decided to focus on this book, that I think I may photocopy it, the pages from the new book. And where is it? It's the mermaid. Well, there is a mermaid page in here that I started coloring in with pencil, and you know, I don't enjoy coloring pencils in her books, so it didn't come out very good. I think I may have tried it for mermaid this year or last year. I forgot when the book came out. Yeah, so I would recopy that page as well, because I do want to finish this book and I want every page in here. So yeah, that's my plan for this. As far as what I'm going to color in October, I've selected either maybe the Harpy. There is the Feathered Serpent, or this one here, because he's kind of, there's a moon, and kind of gives me spooky vibes, even though it's really not. Looks like he's dog, bird, maybe peacock. I'm not sure, but that's something I can maybe give a try too. I don't know if there's a shadow. I apologize. It's really cloudy here today. Okay. So that's my plans for this book, as far as my rune pages and my completed pages. My plans. If you saw my completed page video, you saw that I had a whip going in the Eerie literature. So if I do get to this book, I am going to finish my whip. I'm not going to complete another page. I'd like to finish my whip. I just was focusing on this book this year. I don't really color in Eerie's books. So if you follow me, you know that this was my focal book for 2024. I'm not planning to complete it, maybe eventually, but it's just my book to focus on in 2024. And I need to decide if I want to roll it over to 2025 or pick another one of her books. I can tell you that if I roll it over to 2025, I'm just going to have to complete it at that point. So I'm not sure if that's the way that I want to go, or if I want to focus on one of her other ones. But this would be the page that I would be doing in October to finish off. And that's in Eerie's literature. I would like to get a page colored in Jade Summer's Dark Fantasy. So I have 3 favorite Jade Summer books. You're going to see the first 2, and this is the third because this is a newer release one. If you look for this on Amazon, I believe they changed the cover. Just look for the name. And I would really like to color the werewolf page because I am a big werewolf person as far as like my spooky creature. So I would like to color this page, but I did select the Scarecrow and this creature here. So it's just a matter of which one I feel like coloring. The poor alien, I flagged her since June to color. Whenever this book came out and I received it, I've been looking at the alien, and I thought, hey, Space Timber would be a great time to color her, and I didn't. Now, I still have a week left of September and like a couple of days, so maybe I'll get to her. I don't really know, but for now, she's getting pushed back again, and I'm gonna color one of those other pages. And this is I enjoy the grayscale, and I do really like the artwork in this particular one. So yeah, this is Dark Fantasy by Jade Summer. Another one I want to color in is Jasmine Beckett Griffith's Halloween. So Jasmine Beckett Griffith, I really love all of her stuff. The only problem I have, and this is personal because it is how I color, is I don't do well with negative space, and a lot of her artwork has negative space. Like there's really not a lot of detail in some of her elements, like the tree here, for example, and whatnot. So you got to use your own shading and put your own little flair into it, which is great, but it's just not something I enjoy doing. When I color, it takes up sometimes more time than I want. So I was looking through here to try and figure out what it is that I might want to color. So there's a couple pages in here that called out to me, but again, I don't know if I'm going to want to add something like a lot of shading and detail. So I decided to pick out this page here. This is Pumpkin King's Night Out. I figured there's just a lot of less negative space in the background because there's clouds. And whatever is left, I could shade because I'm more familiar with shading clothing than I am with like facial features and stuff like that. So I thought perhaps I would do this. Now, I know last year, I think Dream in Color, she turned this page into A Nightmare Before Christmas. I think she did Jack and Sally, which was amazing. I'm not looking to do that. I'm just going to color it normal. Well, not normal, but just I'm not making it into any characters. So we'll see how I end up doing this. But this is the page I selected. And this is in Jasmine Beckett Griffith's Halloween. I'm just going to check something real quick. The next book on my list is one by Tatiana Bogomolova. Hold on one second. Sorry guys, I got an email and I just need to check it really quick. Okay. So, Nice Little Town Halloween. I had mentioned in my, it might be, I don't know if I mentioned it in a video or not. Maybe in my spooky books video. Nice Little Town, Witch in Halloween Town was my favorite. But I don't know, nothing calls out to me in there anymore. But this page here and just the regular Halloween one called out to me. I thought it was really cute. And he's dressed up like Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. And he's got his little lamb balloon. And I just thought it was really cute. So I flagged this page to color. Now I hope I get to it. But if not, well, then I don't. But yeah, so this is in Tatiana Bogomolova's Nice Little Town Halloween. Here's a book I only pull off my shelf around Halloween time, and this is the Tiny Little Book of Horrors coloring book by Glenn Dint. It's 30 pages of creepy, spooky chibi and kooky, spooky kawaii. So I chose this page, which I thought would be really cute to color in September, but I didn't get to it. And I only noticed it when I pulled it off my shelf for October colorings. It is a little creepy because he's got his brain floating around his fishbowl head, but he still kind of reminds me of like a space theme. But I selected him anyway. But I would probably color the pumpkin and the witch hat in October if I get to this book. It's a really cute book. It's simple coloring, and I really only color in here during October. So it would be a shame for me to not color in it, but we'll see what I end up doing. So this is a Tiny Little Horror book by Glenn Dint. I had gotten this a couple years ago. I want to say like 2 years ago off Amazon. I'm not sure if it's still available, but you could always check it out. He may have changed the cover. I vaguely remember something about that last year when I was looking. A really adorable book by Morgan O'Brien is his Matchstick Mouse Pumpkin Party. I've been focusing on, excuse me, his Big Adventure book. That's my next book to complete by Morgan O'Brien. And Pumpkin Party, I only pull out off my shelf around Halloween in October. I selected this page here that pinned the tail on the cat, or the Bobbing for Cherries, because that's what it says. I thought they were apples, but according to the little note here, it's cherries. And my Prismacolor pencils perform beautifully in this book. It is a different kind of paper, and just to show you one of the pages I colored in here a year or so ago, last year, was this one. And this was all Prismacolor pencils, and it came out beautifully. So most likely I'll just stick to Prismacolor in this book. And that's Morgan O'Brien's Pumpkin Party. Oh, Chris Renyek's Halloween. So this book is just a feel-good, fun book. Selected a couple pages. I might want to color the skeleton with the candy in his brain. Or his head, I should say. The mummy bug or creature, whatever you want to call him. Or the scarecrow on the crow. Now, I don't know. There are so many other pages in here calling out to me. but I had to narrow it down to 3. So we'll see if I end up coloring any of those pages or if I end up going with a different page. Really, so many cute ones in here. It's so hard to really narrow it down, but I will. Probably color 2 in here if I get into this book, but we'll see which ones. Yeah, so this is Chris Reinek's Morning Scribbles Halloween, and this is the copy I purchased off his website, bindlewood.com. The paper is a little thicker. I'm not sure if you order it on Amazon if it's a different quality paper. I know, and I think it was at one point because I did purchase a book off Amazon by him, and it was different. Not sure if anything has changed as far as that goes, but you might still be able to get them on bindlewood.com. Molly Harrison's The Big Book of Halloween. It's autumn and Halloween, so if you're not into Halloween coloring, you can bypass everything and there are some beautiful autumn themed images in here as well. I've selected whatever I think I showed you guys in the spooky video. I think I've just kept them. I'm gonna either try and color this one here or this one if I get to the book at all. We'll see. Yeah, there's so many pages in here. There's so many different things you can color. That's why I got this book, just because there's just, like I said, some autumn theme pages, some witchy pages, not scary Halloween pages at all, and then just typical Molly Harrison style. So this is The Big Book of Halloween and Autumn. It's 100 pages. What is next? My new favorite find, Color Me Capybara. Sorry, I had to take some coffee. This book I found in my local Barnes & Noble. I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. I fell in love with it. Oh my goodness. I just smile every time I look into this book. I did not pick out a page for October because I'm just going to sit down one night and whatever page I land on that makes me smile, I'm going to color. I've already colored 2 pages. I did already color an autumn scene page. And then I did this page and used autumn colors. So, yeah, I don't know what I'll end up coloring in October, but I will definitely be coloring something in Color Me Capybara. My project book for myself is Mythomorphia. So I would like to color a page in here a month, and I have been. So far, so good. Last month I did a double page spread. It'll be in my completed page video. For October, I have a lot of books I want to color in, and his double page spreads do take me a really long time. So I'm going to try and get a head start on a page, maybe in the end of, within a couple days, or not. I don't know. But I've chosen, I flagged this because I have to seal this page. My favorite page in this book that I've been putting off doing for the simple fact that I don't want to ruin it, but might bite the bullet and do the werewolf page. So this is something I have to think about. I have to get some inspiration off of some Mythomorphia hashtags and whatnot because I don't want to ruin it. So we'll see what I end up doing for this. I have ideas, but I don't know. Now, if I don't end up coloring this page, I'm not really sure which page in here I'm going to color, to be honest. So I'm going to have to play that part by ear and just say this is the page I want to do. And if I don't do it, whatever other page I color in here, I don't know. We'll see. I am doing pretty good. I mean, I am getting pages completed in here, which is good. So that's Mythomorphia by Kirby Rosales. Next up is my Matchstick Mouse Big Adventure. This is my focus book for Morgan O'Brien. I may add this to my list of books to complete next year, but it is on my list to complete eventually. And this is the one that I'm focusing on. And I've selected this little page here for October. for no other reason than that he's holding a little lantern that looks like a cauldron. And I was like, all right, why not? And again, why not? Because I'm going to end up coloring in here anyway. And I may color 2 pages. I mean, I have been coloring 2. But I didn't pick out a second page. That I'll just play by ear. If I feel like coloring another page in here after I would color this one, then that one will just be on a whim. But we'll see. But I just at least selected 1 page for October just so that I get to color in this book. And this is the Big Adventure coloring book. Wild Summer, Mythographic, Joseph Kattenbang. I selected a page which I started. I selected this page here. Again, there's like a cauldron, and I just figured, okay, why not? I'll color that in October because I like to color in this book as well each month. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But I gave myself a head start. Started coloring it a couple days ago for the simple fact that, again, I have a lot of pages I want to color. So at least I've got the color scheme and some base down. I just have to go in and shade a little bit better on some of the things, finish shading, and then, you know, it's more minimal what I have to do. And with this, I'm laying down with Ohuhu markers, and I'm going over with my Prismacolors. And I have a little eyeglass case here, and I put all my pencils that I'm using for that page in here. And then I wrote everything down so that I don't lose track. Reptiloids. This is a coloring book. Christina from Christina's Art Corner and I are we're coloring the whole book, and she's picking out a page for October. I don't know what she picked out yet. So once she lets me know, that will be the page I will color in Reptiloids 1. And for myself, I've been coloring every month. I've been coloring 3 pages in Reptiloids 2. I'm finishing this book this year. That was my goal. Right now I've been coloring 4 pages because I had to pick up the pace a little towards the end of the year in order to get it completed. So now I have to color 4 pages for the rest of the year. I don't know which pages I'm going to color. Whatever I have left are probably my least favorite pages, only for the fact that I've colored all the ones I love, you know, first. So now it's becoming a little bit more of a chore for me. The 1 page I definitely will color because I saved it for October is The Witch. As far as the other 3 pages, I don't know. I did lay down some of the little reptiles skin tones here and there just to make it easier for myself. And then, you know, when I get into it, I just do the scenery around it and whatnot. But I don't know. We'll have to see which 3 I pick out. It'll be more of a what am I in the mood to color when I open the book, because I do have to do 4 pages. I just purchased this book off of Amazon. This is the books that are all in a rage, the little pint-sized cute books. And this one is Cottage Friends Cute and Cozy Coloring Book. And this one is by Jeanette Veronica. And I find them all to be adorable. But I'm not going to get to all of the books to color in. I've added a couple to my Christmas wish list for my family. But as far as me wanting to color in them now, this was the one that I liked the most. And I selected the Pumpkin Patch page for October. So if I do get to this book in October, this will be the page hopefully I can get to. And that is in Cottage Friends Cute and Cozy Coloring Book. It is a very cute book. Very cute book. This was the one I liked the most. So that's why I purchased it now. I give myself a little bit of a project. Now I put it back on my shelf. So every October I turn 1 non-spooky page into a spooky page. Last year I did a page in Annie Day. I turned this scene into a spooky scene, and I've decided to do the same this year. And this time I've chosen Whimsical Darling Everyday Magic by Yana Prosperina, and the page I picked is this page here. And my plan is either to turn her into a creepy doll or a zombie child. So that's my project for October. I don't know which way I'm going to go with it. I'm leaning more towards the doll right now. But I'm going to have to, you know, add my own flair to it in order to do all this. So I need to just get some inspiration ideas and then figure out which is easier for me to do. If it's going to be zombie or if it's going to be doll. I'd like to do creepy doll, so we'll see. But that's my plan for my project plan for October. And then my next two are my other two favorite Jade Summer books. We have Chibi Horror. Love this book. I've said it every time I show you guys this book. I have 3 copies of this book. I have a PDF version, so I have it forever. I have my original copy I purchased when I first started coloring. It was one of the first books I purchased. I took it apart. I thought it would be easier to color, and I colored a bunch of pages. However, the pages started curling, I guess because they're not in a book, and they do have like a black background, a black backside of the page. I find they tend to curl a little bit more. Anyway, I purchased a new book and I'm going to slowly start tackling it, but I'm not coloring pages I already colored because I don't want to do that. So some pages that I have left that I didn't color, I selected the ghost page for October or this page here. I'm leaning more towards this page. So we'll see. But that is in Chibi Horror by Jade Summer. And then my other favorite horror book by Jade Summer is the Kawaii Horror. Now this is a darker grayscale book. I remember when I first purchased it, I was upset because it was darker than I thought. And I don't know, I wasn't really feeling the dark grayscale at the time. And I'm still not a fan of very dark grayscale. However, I love this book, no matter how the grayscale is. And I use alcohol markers only. Maybe I'll add a little acrylic paint pen just for some elements to pop a little bit. And sometimes I go in with a colored pencil just to add either a highlight over the marker or a shadow. But I absolutely love how the markers perform in this book. And I'm always doing multiple pages a year. So I've selected this page, this page, this page, and this page. I don't know which one I'm going to get to. So they do give you doubles in this book. But they give you doubles, like you get one set in the first half of the book and then another set in the back half of the book. But like these are just some pages I color. It's my favorite page ever in this book. And this really just marker with a little bit of pencil and acrylic paint pen. I just have a really good time coloring in this book. And yeah, so that's my plan for October. So that's it. That's all I have planned. Now, I may pull off some books off my shelves, and then they go into my unplanned section of my journal, and I color other books. It's not like I only color these books, but these are the books that I would like to color in for October. Whether or not I get to them all, I don't know, but if I had to pick, these are the ones that I would like to try and get to. But yeah, so we'll see what I get to, what I don't get to, and how all that goes. I just want to thank you guys for watching. I do have to post a completed page video. I am just waiting to see on a buddy color or two. But I don't know, it may be up already by the time you see this, or it may not. I'm not sure. But anyway, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.